Hi everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. This is Denise with Dark Star Pottery. I have a kiln unload, but it's a combination of a couple. This is the third kiln swap out this week. I'm getting ready, leaving tomorrow for a show up in Michigan, and there was a bunch of stuff that already got sanded, priced, and put in bins. So there's not everything, but I managed to remember to save a couple of things, and I just pulled the last load out of the kiln this morning. So I'll just show you what I have, and then we'll talk about it. Thank you, all new subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I've really been enjoying the comments. This is a great community, and I learn a lot. I learn more from you guys than you learn from me. Let's get right into it though. Cone pack, 5, well here, let's do it this way, 5, 6, 7. So actually a good 6. This isn't barely bent. So I feel like the kiln's dialed in a little bit better from before, when it was being like really wonky. So let's get into it. So I have a little moon jar. I thought this would be cute for like maybe a little succulent. I thought like little hair out of the top of his head. This is just a fondant sprig mold that I've had for like, I don't know, 10 years. And this is just one-time alabaster on his little face. And then the cup is Amaco's light sepia, and that's 3 coats in and out. And then I did 1 coat of Mayco's dark flux on the rim, and I think he looks moody and maybe a little spooky and hopefully moony. All right, this was a test, and I really think it was a fail because of how hot. This came out of a prior kiln unload that really, it almost hit a full 7, so way too hot. But let me tell you what I've got here. I've got 2 times, I'm sorry, this is 3 times green tea inside and on the outside. And you can tell it got so hot because green tea usually doesn't bleach out this badly. And then I have Mayco Pottery Cascades. I don't know if any of you have used those before, but I have clear and white cascade, and I just did 2 times blobs alternating the clear and the white cascade all the way around on the top. And actually I've done this before, way like 2 years ago in a bowl, and it really had a beautiful effect. We didn't really achieve that here, but you know, it just fired too hot. And there's pinholes. You can see there's some really bad holes, but it's an interesting pattern, so I thought I would show you guys anyway. I don't think I'm going to be able to take this and sell it because it's like really pinholed up, but it's an interesting design and interesting to see how green tea reacts when it gets that hot. I mean, it's a very, very, very matte finish, but just, you know, different. Cascades, pottery cascades. I know we've been playing with the jungle gems, but that's something that you guys might think about. I did 2 either cappuccino or soup mugs, and this is 2 times honey flux inside, 1 time river birch, 2 times honey flux outside, 1 time river birch. On the rim I did 2 times green tea, and then just this way we did 1 time seaweed. So these are actually, they only hold about 12 ounces, so I have 2 of them. I won't show the other one, but I love the glaze. I'm just disappointed that the size came out a little small, and you can't see it. There was chattering down here, but the honey flex and river birch kind of covered that up. So I was doing a couple of designs, color combinations that I wanted to be a little bit fallish, but not necessarily scream Halloween. So this is 3 times coral, Mayco coral on the outside, 3 times Amaco Tangelo on the inside. And actually it's really fun, it's subtle. So I don't mind that. I did a little carving on this mug, really subtle, nothing fancy. And so what I did was I actually inlaid Mayco's peacock, and you know, I wiped it back a little bit, and then I did, and I did that 2 times. Then I did 3 times Mayco's turquoise over everything. And I didn't mind if it got in the carving, because I didn't want this to be like, ah, in your face. I wanted it subtle. So I just think it's a sweet little mug. And I like the Amaco turquoise. It's pretty. Alrighty, moving on. This is a combination from Lisa Finkel. And I mean, hers turned out a little bit better than mine, but that's okay. I still think it's nice. So this is 2 times Power Turquoise, and I did that inside and out to just here. I did 2 times Sandstone down here. I did 2 times Spectrum's Floating Turquoise. Sandstone's Mayco. Power Turquoise is Laguna. Spectrum Floating Turquoise. And then what I did was dabs of light flecks on the rim. And then, oh good Lord, sorry, down here where they meet, and on the rim, and a little bit where the Power Turquoise and the Floating Turquoise meet. That is really a pretty combination. I like that. Next up, this is 3 times Mayco Alabaster in and out. And then I did 3 times Mayco Wintergreen, just in a band here. And I did a coat of light flecks here and here. I wasn't sure if the light flecks would pull down into the wintergreen. It did not, it stayed pretty stable. It's, you know, I don't always like matte for, especially for the inside of mugs, but this actually, it's subtle. It's just subtle. And I hadn't used wintergreen in forever. So that's nice. I've got 2 gnome mugs. This is the first one. This is 3 times Mayco Eggplant, in and out. On the nose, I did Mayco Stroke and Coat Vanilla Speckled Dip. The beard is 1 time Alabaster, 1 time Winter Wood. I only did Eggplant 1 time on his little rim. And then we have 2 times Blue Hydrangea just at the top. No mug. The other one's coming up. You'll see it in a minute. Next up are, oh, I'm out of order. Shoot, I had these all in order. Okay, let's go this way. I did cocktail tumblers, and there's a set of 2. I won't show you both, but we have 3 times macadamia inside and out. No, 3 times macadamia inside, 1 time outside, and then 2 times Mayco Sandstone over. So Mayco, macadamia, Mayco sandstone. Macadamia is the base for sandstone. So my husband's suggestion was a little Bailey's in coffee, which would be lovely in this. I did another cocktail tumbler. This is a standard combination. We did 3 times honey flex in, 1 time honey flex out, 2 times river birch. And then on the rim, I did 1 time tiger eye. Nice. Okay, the other gnome mug. We've got 3 times green tea inside and out. I did just 1 time green tea on the brim. We have 2 times stroke and coat vanilla, speckled vanilla dip on his nose. These are from Mayco. Mayco, 1 time alabaster, 1 time winterwood on the beard. And then I did 2 times aurora green on the outside. Gnome mugs, you know how I love them. Okay, so here is a combination we've all done before. The difference I did this time, which usually I just do alabaster on the inside, or sometimes honey flex. I did Amaco's light sepia, kind of a soft brownish, neutral taupey gray. 3 times on the inside. Outside I did 1 time alabaster, 2 times winter wood, and then a really thick coat of light flex on the rim. I will say there is some pinholing, and I'm not really sure why, because I didn't get too hot, and this is just on Kentucky Mud Works Iceman clay. But yeah, I like that. That's a nice combination. It's a good go-to. Good go-to. Okay, next we have, wait a minute, this is, where's my other stuff? Oh, good Lord. See, that's what happens when you are going back too many Kiln ones. All right, this is 3 times macadamia by Mayco on the inside. 1 time macadamia on the outside to here. 2 times Mayco sandstone on the outside to here. 3 times Mayco leather from here to here. And then where they met, 1 coat of dark flux. And then up here on the rim, 1 coat of light flux. Ooh, that's pretty. Kind of fallish, maybe? Nice. Okay, I have a soap dispenser, and I already checked, and both the cork top and the collar fit, so I'm really excited. This is just clear on the inside, and I did 2 times honey flex, 1 time river birch, and then 2 times amaryllis. I'm really happy with the way the amaryllis reacted over the river birch. I mean, just yummy. I did the same thing on a coffee mug. So 2 times Honey Flex, 1 time River Birch inside, 2 times Honey Flex, 1 time River Birch outside, and then 2 times Amaryllis. And even my husband, who hates pink, thought this was a lovely combination. I have to agree with him. All right. Taller, bumpy, textured mug. This is Mayco's Tiger Eye, 3 times inside and out. And then I wasn't sure, I wanted to put something with it. I probably should have used dark flux. I did one really thick coat of light flux here on the rim, and I actually did a coat of light flux down here as well, and I should have used more light flux, or maybe I should have used dark flux. It didn't really, I mean, we have a little running, but not a lot. But, and this little different handle shape for me this time, and nice sturdy mug. I've done this combination before. It's always really popular. Again, 2 times Honey Flex in and out, 1 time River Birch in and out. This is 3 times textured turquoise, and then this is 3 times ancient jasper. So the textured turquoise was like here, and the ancient jasper was just up here. And I really like this. And there's no flex on the rim. Isn't that fun? Oops, I forgot to put it under the handle. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Again, I was going crazy with the Honey Flex and the River Birch or the Winterwood, right? 2 times Honey Flex, 1 time River Birch in and out. This beauty is 2 times Power Turquoise, and then 2 times Seaweed on the rim. That's a nice shaped mug. Just show you guys something real quick. This I actually considered a fail, but I'm gonna take it to the market and somebody might like it. It was my first shot at hand building a mug. I used Audrey Berm from Audrey Lynn Studios. She did a tutorial on using a pool noodle as a forma for slab built mugs, which was perfect, and you guys need to check that out. So, I mean, the build itself, it could have been better. I mean, it's not as wonky as it could be. But I had a roller from Sue Butler from K3D Commotions. She's on Etsy with this atomic cat. I was looking for some vintage stuff and I ran across this cat and I loved it. So I did the texture and then I was like, well, shoot, how the heck am I gonna glaze this thing? So it was a glaze fail, as far as I'm concerned, except, well, I'll tell you what I did. So I just did 2 times textured turquoise from Spectrum in, and I painted around all of this. Oh. And then I did obsidian over the cat and all the little stars, right? And it's just a mess. I think I should have done the cat first and then waxed it and then done the textured turquoise. I don't know. Oh, one of the fun parts is I did a little curvy cattail, which I think is fun, but I don't know. I gotta work out better to do this because I love this vintage atomic cat, and the aqua and the black really pay homage to the 50s. So I just thought that was fun. I also got a cookie cutter with just the cat, and I have to figure out a better technique for cutting it out because the neck is really thin, and so every time I try to release it from the cookie cutter, the neck breaks off. But I thought that would be cute as an applique. Well, that's it for right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I wasn't even thinking. Already got bottom sanded, capacities measured, and already packed up, ready to go. We will be heading up. I've got a 2-day market this weekend, Friday and Saturday. It's the same market I did in June at the coffee shop, and we had just a beautiful turnout. And of course, with the coffee mugs, kind of, that should be good. And then I've got the following weekend, a 1-day market put on by the Historical Society in my old hometown of Ortonville. And so we'll do the 1-day show there and see. It's new, and so we'll see. It should be fun. And I get to check up on family and everything while I'm up there. I really am tired. But it's a good tired because I've been working hard. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thoughts, comments, questions, ways I could be doing things better, you know, please let me know. You know, I have to say, I've been thinking a lot. Sean Reed Ceramics did a video, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago now. My weeks are blurred. About trying to find a signature style, and that he felt his aesthetic maybe was going in a different direction than what he had been doing. And it really got me to thinking. And so I'm trying to kind of see shapes I like better, maybe narrow down some of the combination options. I almost rarely duplicate a combination, and that maybe that's not the way to go. I don't know. So I'd love everybody's thoughts on that. What do you do with your own practice? Are you concerned about it? Is it overthinking? I mean, do you just like to create and whatever comes off the wheel, you love it and it's perfect? Or is there a drive to kind of find, you know, that signature style, whatever that is? I don't know. I would love your thoughts, but appreciate you watching. I hope you are having a great day. Go out and do something fun, and we will see you next time.